Good morning, everyone. It is a pleasure to be here today at the International Conference on Education. My presentation is titled Innovative Pedagogical Practice in Multicultural Classrooms. In this talk, I will share my research feelings, highlight case challenge, and reflect on the ethical dimension of teaching and diverse contexts. Let me begin sharing a short extract for my research report. This excerpt summarizes the main idea of my study. Teachers must balance academic rigor with intercultural sensitive to forest inclusion. This sentence captures the essence of my work. Teaching is not only about knowledge but also about respect and inclusion. Now, let's listen to an excerpt taken from the conference where my findings were discussed. Let's start.
Ladies and gentlemen, our recent study highlights a significant improvement in student engagement when teachers integrate intercultural awareness into their lessons. The findings suggest that classrooms where diversity is acknowledged and respected show higher levels of participation, collaboration, and academic achievement. This evidence reinforces the idea that ethical teaching practices are not only desirable but essential for inclusive education in the 21st century.
This statement refers the ethical dimension of teaching. It shows that inclusion is not optional but essential. As educators, we must recognize diversity as a strength, not as a challenge. Okay, although the results were limited, they show significant progress in student engagement. The data were analyzed using thematic coding and several patterns were identified. However, more research is needed to explore how this practice can be adapted to different cultural contexts. Using linking words of contrast helps me present balanced arguments and highlight both strength and limitation of my studies. Now let's read an academic email I received from an international college. This message highlights the importance of collaboration research in research. Okay. Um, Dear Janisa, I had the opportunity to review two presentations on innovating pedagogical practices in multicultural classrooms. Your findings about the role of intercultural awareness in fostering student engagement are highly relevant to your ongoing project on inclusive education. I believe your work will provide valuable insights for design teacher training programs that emphasize ethical and inclusive practice. Thank you for sharing your research and I look forward to future collaboration. Beth Reger, Dr. Maria Gonzalez. This email shows how academic dialogue exchange or professional outworks. It, it reminds me that research is not an individual effort but a collective journey. Finally, let's listen to a short statement that summarizes the ethical foundation of my research.
Inclusion is not optional, it is the foundation of ethical education.
This idea connects directly with Hirsch, who reminds us that professional values such as a responsibility and respect must guide our practice. It also resonates with my own experience as a teacher in Santander, where inclusion is key to building trust and engagement. Okay, in this presentation, I adapted my communication to different audiences. by using clear language, visual aids, and intercultural examples. Advanced grammar structures use a passive voice and linked words to constant supported the clarity of my message. Intercultural awareness influences my choices, ensuring that my examples were inclusive and respectful of diverse realities. This experience taught me that being a global communicator means balancing accuracy, empathy, and cultural sensitivity. As teachers, we must not only share knowledge but also create bridges of understanding across cultures. Okay, thank you very much for your attention. I hope this reflection inspires you to continue building inclusive and ethical classroom.